What's up, guys? We got another episode today. Today we got a few things going on. We're gonna bleed the clutch, bleed the brakes. I'm gonna try to hook up the boost controller and get the boost controller working good with the Honda S300, and then we're gonna see if we can make more than 10 pounds of boost. Because since I took the boost controller back off because I couldn't get it to work before, it only made 10 pounds ever since. So what I'm gonna do is hook all that up. We're gonna see if we can get this whole girl here to work. It is getting a little dark, so I'm gonna try to hook up some lights. We got Chase out here helping us today, right? Word. And actually got some help today. He's gonna be pumping. We got the reservoir there for the clutch, reservoir there for the brakes. A new bottle of brake fluid. I didn't have any last time. I had to take the cowl off. It's been relocated into there. And hopefully if we get all this done tonight, we're gonna get the boost controller tested out working. I already put the new wideband in. It's got a good air fuel ratio reading, and we'll be able to go on from here. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this stuff bled out, and we'll be taking it down the road to tune it. I have my boy in the passenger seat hitting the record button, and we'll look at it later. So yeah, let's get right to it. I went ahead and did the clutch because it was getting dark, and now we're gonna go ahead and fire this up. So let's go ahead and get Chase to pull it in. I'm gonna let him drive it, and let's see what happens. All right, we're about to see if Chase can pull the race car up to the front door. Remember, turn the wheel that way. Yep, come on. Go ahead, I'm gonna tell him how to do it. We got the light on him. Let's go. Straighten it up. All right, now back it up. The brakes are locking up on them. He's sort of a beginner at stick shift, so I figured I'd let him try the race car and pull it up. Well, not the street car. All right, so this is where we're gonna be at. So we're gonna work. That's a whole different ball game, ain't it? How was that, sir?
Different.
That was.
And I gotta relearn how to drive fucking manual.
How'd that clutch feel?
That shit was grabby. That's why I was like,
it was different.
Not fucking
Luckily, the brakes was kind of locking up a little bit, because if it wasn't, it might have rolled a little easier. And
shit, at least I get to learn it.
Yeah, right. It ain't gonna just go out of control. You got like a manual brake behind you.
Exactly.
But here, let me turn my light on so we can see what we're dealing with. I'm gonna hand bled the slave cylinder, and next we're gonna go ahead and bleed the brakes. I'm going all four corners, starting with the rear. I'm gonna jack them up before I do it because I want to go ahead and make sure that the wheel's spinning and which one's locking up. See if we can fix it, because something I think in the rear is locking up. Didn't it feel like it was in the rear?
Yeah.
It definitely felt like it was in the rear. So. And then I'm choking up my wires here. It's getting a little too close to hook up, but I need to hook up these wires here to that for my boost controller and see if we can get these wires up here, or the vacuum tube in, plugged back in, and see if we can go from there. So let's go ahead and start with the back. I'm gonna jack up both rear wheels and start bleeding them. So let's do that. Come back out here, jack the back up. We're gonna see if these tires move. Did you pull the e-brake?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Let me make sure the e-brake's not pulled so we can get these tires to spin. Oh, there's a culprit there. It's moving, but it's solid. Is that one moving?
Yeah, this one will say
Easily?
easily enough.
Sorta.
Good enough.
The other side is definitely an issue. Try to spin this one. See if we can spin this one. I tried it with my foot, but that's an issue. So I need to see if I can find the wheel lock keys.
Wheel lock. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna take these off. Tire still feels good. gonna take these SI wheels off, check out the brakes, and yeah. Definitely a need right here. It might need a whole new caliper. Could be e-brake assembly. I think it's the e-brake assembly in the caliper. It's stuck. Alright, so I noticed that on these here brake pads, they were really rough. Starting to fall apart. There was a real big lip on this one. If you look over here, I started to clean it up. There's some more lip right here. I can almost rub it off with my finger, but just some slight circles, maybe flip it around. Give it a nice new edge to grab onto the rotor. This car has been sitting for a while. Put a new motor in it and everything, so you got some cracks in there. I'm gonna get some new calipers and rotor. But just for the night, try to get this down so it's not so tight. It's got a new piston position. It's not in the exact same spot it was before we took it apart. Try not to breathe this in. This is no good. Brake dust is not good to breathe in. You can do this on any kind of good asphalt surface. See, that one come out real nice. It's a lot better than this one. This one's about gone, falling apart. But this is just to get us going for the night, guys. So we can tune it and move it. Brake real quick. I'll see if it hit the brake. Oh, you're not stopping it. Let go. You let go?
Yep.
Brake's not letting go.
So it's the pin.
Man, this car's been sitting a little while, but I never expected it to be all the way flat, so found out that this tire was all the way flat in the back left, so cool. Not really. So let's go ahead and put it, mount it back on. Now that it's on, I mean, it's still dragging, but a little better now that it's got a better tire on it. Clean up those pads. So now I'm gonna just try to bleed this side. Jay said it was good, so I mean, it's not really good, but it's better than the other side. So I'm gonna bleed this side, jack up the front, bleed the Chase. We got major problems. Yeah, man, tell me about it, dude. So I go to pull the wheel off just to give it a shakedown, and I felt it, but the whole bushing is gone on the bottom down there, on the lower control arm, like underneath here, right here, on the very end where it connects to the knuckle.
Yeah.
That bushing's gone, man. So we're gonna see if we can replace that. So we actually found the one from the white coupe back there. We're gonna go ahead and throw it on real quick and see if that'll fix it. It actually has some pretty good bushings on it. It's got the metal sleeve in the middle. It's got a few cracks here and there, but it's a lot better than the one that's in there that has absolutely no bushing left. So let's go ahead and throw this in the car, and then we're gonna hook up the boost controller after we bleed the front brakes. We're gonna make some rips. I must say, this is my fault. This came out of this side. Just this tube came out of this side. You can push the bushing out with your fingers. Gotta go get Allen key to get that bolt out, and then we'll replace this. But it's the same setup, it's just the bushings are gone. I'll throw that away. Just go get the Allen key. I went ahead and banged it out. Got the bushings all swapped out. I took the only good bushing off of that one, put it on there. Had to swap out the little metal pieces so that it hooked up and everything. And what? We're just gonna go ahead and throw this all back together. I'm gonna throw this wheel on there, and after we bleed it, go to the front, work on the boost controller. Look, there's a popo coming down the street. All right, we're back today. This is a new day. This is the next day. Chase had went home. He has things he has to do, but we went ahead and finished bleeding the brakes. Got the clutch bled. I went and hooked up the boost controller. I tested the boost controller by making sure I gave it 12 volts in ground. Hooked up all this back here, so all that's covered back up. Everything's pretty much ready to hook up. I'm about to go ahead and hook the ECU up to the laptop, see if I can get the Mac controller to, you know, do some noise. I'm gonna put it on 7-bar, see if I can get it to make some noise. I'm kind of skeptical on if the components in my ECU aren't having issues to where it's not making the boost controller work. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that before I hook the rest of it up, because then I'll be hooking it up for no reason. So I'm gonna just make sure and try to verify that the boost controller works first, and then we're gonna move on from there. And yeah, let's go ahead and get the laptop. So I went ahead and finished the tubing for the solenoid. What I got going on here is a little funky. I'm just making sure everything works before I do the final result. This is your Mac port, 3-port solenoid. 1 on this side, 2, and then 3 is exhaust in the middle. Your 1 you want to have going to the top of the wastegate, which on mine is right there. You have the bottom and the top. The bottom you want to run to the bottom of your 3-way that goes into number 2, which will be right there. So you go from 2 to the 3-way, and then from the 3-way to your turbo, which I get mine from right there. So that's how we do it. And then your 3 is just your exhaust, basically just vent atmosphere. And then I also noticed that when I started this up earlier, this fitting is leaking oil. So I'm gonna go see if I can find another one. I hope I have another one. I'm not exactly sure. This is a pain in the butt to change, but I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up now that everything's good to go, and then we'll go from there. Doing all right. We got to get it home because it's got a little oil leak. This cut 15 pounds. Now turn it around.
You're gonna have to redo that.
Fix that. Recording now. Tuning and a little bit more work.
We'll be back.
So as you can see, it does not like what I got in the ECU for boost control. But I'm pretty sure I figured out what's going on with it. I had a vacuum line with a hole in it because before I put the boost controller back on it, I was trying to get more boost out of the wastegate. Therefore, when I had it running just wastegate, it made right around 10 pounds. It would never make any more than that. I put a hole in it, it still made 10 pounds. But I'm guessing now that we've hooked up the boost controller and stuff like that, that it is not being able to control it because of that hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually replace that vacuum hose. I have this oil leak that I think I showed you guys earlier. Right there. And we're going to replace that fitting line and then fix the vacuum hose Then we're going to try this again. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you liked it. I know it was a horrible, horrible pass. But don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.